So you've got to 7.5 months old and your baby is sleeping beautifully, right? Well, not necessarily. Today's question from our customers is, why is my 7.5-month-old waking every night at 9 o'clock and they're still in bed at 7 p.m? Hi, I'm Amanda, founder and co-creator of Little One Sleep Programs. I'm mother to 2 darling little girls and I'm a pediatric sleep specialist as well. At Little Ones we have comprehensive online sleep programs, basically a baby manual in your pocket. In our app we have our comprehensive programs as well as our fantastic online support village, where our certified sleep consultants are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as well as our wonderful customers inside our app to help you through any bumps in the road. Visit us at www.little1s.co if you need any further help. So back to today's question. Your 7.5-month-old is waking every night at 9 p.m, but they're in bed at 7. What is happening? There are 2 major reasons for this. The first reason is that your baby is actually overtired. At around 6 to 7 months, you may have dropped that 3rd nap of the day. That means that your baby is going from their 2nd nap right through till 7 o'clock, where they're going to sleep. If they are overtired at this point, they will do roughly one sleep cycle and then wake up and be so overtired that they're wired and really just unable to go back to sleep. If this is the case, what you need to do is actually put that 3rd nap back in every now and again when you're noticing that your baby isn't going to be able to push right through to a 7 o'clock bedtime. Around 8 months old, they will need to drop the nap, however, no matter what. Now there is a little bit of a trick to restructure your day so that you are able to get right through to a 6:30 to 7 o'clock bedtime if your baby has dropped that 3rd nap of the day. And the first thing is you need to make sure your larger nap of the day is in the middle. So this means that your baby is able to have a really long restorative sleep in the middle of the day and they're able to make it right through till 6:30 to 7 o'clock bedtime and not get overtired during that time. If your baby is having their longer nap in the morning and then only a short little nap in the middle of the day, this will mean that your baby is going from, say, 11 o'clock in the morning right through till 6:37 only on one tiny short nap. And of course your baby will get overtired doing this. So the first thing is restructure your day a little bit so that your baby's short nap is in the morning. They wake up, they have a really long, decent lunch nap. This often coincides with a really big lull in the middle of the day. Our energies are much lower in the middle of the day. Even as an adult, if you're tired, you will always have that energy reduction at around 12:30, and that's right, the same thing for toddlers and babies as well. So if you restructure your day so that your larger nap is in the middle, shorter nap in the morning, that will help with that overtiredness. So if your baby is already doing that structure and your baby is still waking up at 9 o'clock in the evening, you may need to, as I said before, put that 3rd nap back in just to tide them through until they get to about 8 months old, and then they're able to drop the 3rd nap altogether. If your baby isn't overtired and they're still waking and they're still doing 3 naps a day and they're definitely not overtired, it could be that your baby is undertired. So if they are doing 3 naps a day and they're waking at 9 p.m, it's time to drop that 3rd nap. And that will really help mean that your baby isn't treating bedtime as a nap and that they are treating it as, I'm now asleep for the rest of the night, and sleep right through that 9 o'clock wake. There are a few other things that might be causing this 9 o'clock wake other than the over and under tiredness. Another thing might be a habit wake if you're still feeding your baby overnight or feeding your child at 9 o'clock, they might be now habit waking for that feed. They might be having the 7-8-month-old regression and they're standing up, learning how to walk around their crib or their cot. But those things are much less likely to be the cause of the wake than over or under tired, and just the day nap structure causing that 9 o'clock to 9:30 wake up in the evening. Now you may find once you maybe change that nap structure or put in that extra third nap if you need to, just for a couple of days, you may find that your baby starts waking early morning instead. The early wake is often really tricky around that 8 months old, 7 to 8 months old age bracket, and it is when early morning wake can happen and start to form. It's not usually due to hunger, it's usually due to your baby learning to consolidate that last part of the night in with the rest of the night now, because they have slept all the way, say from 7 right through till 5 o'clock. They've had a really long sleep, they've had 10 hours of sleep, they're energized, and if they wake up, they think it's morning, they think it's time to get going, but unfortunately there is that last little bit to consolidate into the nighttime. So if you've got to wake at 9 o'clock at night, once you get rid of that, you'll probably notice that they might start waking in the early morning, and that's just getting used to consolidating that rest of that nighttime sleep. Now I hope that helps answer your question. If anyone else has any other questions, make sure you pop them in the comments below and we'll try our best to answer all of those. And as always, if you liked this video, give us a big thumbs up, and if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll get notified when we upload videos just like this one.